Okie dokie, everybody. This is Trails in the Sky, the second chapter. Half of the tetracyclic towers are taken care of. We have now arrived in scenic Rouen. Look out of the window, beautiful. Where we are going to go take on Luciola in Sapphirl Tower next up. Last time we cleared the Carnelia Tower, having a epic showdown with Walter at the top of the tower, which, by the way, I cleaned that guy's clocks. We did such a good job taking him down. And then we had real case of I wasn't fighting with my true power, and he kicked a lot of ass in the cutscene afterwards. I mean, it was a great cutscene, Zin and Walter going 1-to-1. Being interrupted by Kilika arriving, basically revealing that her and Walter had a bit of a history. Being able to, call the fight off, basically. And yeah, as I mentioned, now we arrive in Sapphirl, which means, Who? Shara! Wow, brain fart. It's been a long day. One of those when I'm recording after a long day. Don't mind me, everybody. Shara is going to be joining us to, have a showdown with Luciola. Good stuff. I gotta say real quick. At this point, I suppose if I didn't mention it last time, I can mention this. I have heard that happens quite a bit in later Trails games, is where you fight the bad guy and you really kick their ass in the gameplay section, and then a cutscene goes where they're you are powerless against me, or I gotta now use my true power, and it's ugh. And I remember reading those comments I can probably live with that. I can separate the gameplay and story parts. That ludonarrative dissonance, I was I can deal with that, so that probably won't bother me that much. But I gotta say, for whatever reason in this game, I feel really bothered by it, because these goddamn Ouroboros enforcers have been hyped up so much as such badasses. It would have been a great feeling to them acknowledge how powerful we've become, acknowledge the growth that our characters have had by, not only defeating them in gameplay, reasonably, with reasonable efficiency, but also them acknowledge that we did that. So it's so goddamn frustrating that once I clean their clocks in the gameplay, they act no, that didn't count. It's fine. So you got me, everybody. I was 100% wrong, apparently. I'm not above that. It is super annoying. At least here. We'll see how it goes. Whatever. I'm of course, a little bit of exaggeration for show effect here. Look, I'm not freaking out about that, but... Excuse me, yeah, the music probably cut out there. Apologies for that. Yeah, no, everything's fine. Let's check the settings. No, wait, sorry. So, there we go. Right, yeah. So enough about that. But I guess if I ever do play this series long enough to get to those Cold Steel portions where I hear that this becomes kind of a problem, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I do then, or maybe at that point I'm numb to the experience, so it's completely fine. Maybe I really have then transcended and become whatever. I don't know. Alright, so let's do the usual rigmarole. Let's run around and talk to everybody on board and get a vibe check here from folks.
Oh, Estelle, Joshua. I just received word from the guard force stationed in Manoria. Matron Teresa and the children were evacuated safely.
Really?
Yes, they said everyone's fine.
Whew, that's a relief.
Yes, I'd been worried about them. Still, with the towers as they are, no one can let their guard down.
Yes, it may be a bit early to rejoice. Right now, we need to focus on the task at hand and get to that tower. Yeah, you're right. If you're ready, Chloe.
Yes, if you need me, simply ask any time. I am prepared. Everyone, please, be careful.
Well, we're actually kind of good healing-wise since we got Estelle here. Last time we really messed with her orbments and everybody else's, She's now become our de facto healer. That's the power of tier 3, quartzes, I guess. So, yeah, no worries on that front. And actually, yeah, Sherazard we also got primed pretty good. What sucks is that we don't have La Forte in the setup anymore. You know, you might recall that I really scratched my head to try to figure out how to get that set up, but I just couldn't make it a reality, so, like, we don't have La Forte here anywhere. Joshua is also just the sheer power of Mind 4, good heavens. Also, like, look at that. Blah. So, yeah, like, also a good healer, but no area AoE heals, so, yeah. But whatevs. The Rouen Rearguard Division has arrived safely in Minoria. According to reports, they evacuated all civilians living near the roads. We've avoided one disaster at least. Good, good, good.
Great work, you guys. We still haven't figured out what the source of the orbital field anomaly is. If we could just figure out what it is, we could do something about it. I'm sorry, but I think we'll be relying on you for a while longer.
Who are you? Sorry, but please don't distract me. This wind is really strong. Keeping us in position is difficult. Don't they realize how hard it is to get a ship like this to hover? Rouen Rearguard, Minoria Station. This is the Arsail. Rouen Rearguard, report your situation. I repeat, this is the Arsail. Rouen Rearguard, report. Okey dokey. They weren't chatting betwixt each other anymore. Salute! But that's fine, you know? Got to talk to them a little bit ourselves. Including apparently that one guy had been ignoring our presence this whole time. Jeez, buddy, we're the reason you guys have been flying out here, for heaven's sake. Did you hear a woman made it to the top of Cornelia Tower? Wow, she must be incredible. Though I bet our Captain Schwartz could do the same. Talking about Kilika there, no kidding. Yeah, she soloed that whole dungeon. That's pretty badass. Salute! We've gotten word that society forces are acting in Rouen as well. They seem to have men everywhere in the kingdom. We need to strengthen our patrols in the future, it seems. No kidding. It is actually, like, shocking now that it's showdown time. Like, how handily they're just invading all the places. And they got that flying fortress, so I guess it makes sense. Hey, racers. My research has stalled, so I thought I'd step out to clear my head a bit. I wonder what's going on with the tower. Very strange. I'm worried about my little brother in Rouen. I hope the town's safe. It actually was worth it to come to the deck. Gotta remember to salute. Do that in the future as well. There might be people here like Antoine. What are you doing out here anyway? Yeah. It looks like someone's trying to tell us something. Do we know anyone who can talk to animals? If only we still had that guidebook from first chapter, which could tell us how to communicate with cats. Ugh. But I don't remember it anymore. That was a fun little detail that you really could, like, interact with all the cats, you know, talk to them, and, like, you actually could consult that guidebook. Figure out what they were talking. What's going on in here, guys? Right, hold on. Let's cook up some stuff. Damn, we can make so many refresh jellies. I'm gonna make 3 of those. I just like having these, like, cure KO items. Can't make the potaggio. That's too bad. I know there's, like, all these nice strength buff things, which could also be handy in a fight. Excuse me, not happy, but I can't help myself. The power of caffeine! I can't help myself. These KO thingies are just too good, you know? Oh, any new news? I don't think we've still read issue number 9. Not bad on that front. Right, let's do this real quick once more. What plus 6 is 15? 9. Oh, I really am out of it today. Good heavens, that's not a very difficult math equation. See, I haven't been cooking much anything except those refresh jellies, so I'm actually pretty good on everything that isn't related to the jellies. A succulent potato. Well, what the heck parts does the jelly use then? Because everything seems to be fine here. This one's down. This one the jelly uses, so we're down by another 9, I believe. Could also figure it out from the fact that the jelly eats up 9 of those, so... I don't actually have very much money. We haven't been making all that much cash. Right, because we haven't been, you know... I would really need to be converting stuff in order to make money. We'll think about it. Like, some of those, like, look, 1600 on the green element, you know? It's pretty good. So, like, that's, you know, gotta remember, I do forget this very often. You don't get, like, actual money drops from enemies. Not normally, anyway. So, like, you really are supposed to, like, convert. Wow! Okay. Good deal, thanks. Wow, okay, yeah, like you really do want to turn these into money. That's your actual money making, which is a little bit of realism. Most monsters wouldn't be carrying around pocket change on them.
Seems like the entire country's gone completely barking mad. I'm sure our boys below have got their hands full. What I'm saying is, it's great that we've got you lot to take care of these blasted towers.
Thanks, Casey. Steam may seem to disappear, but it's just dispersed into the atmosphere. Conservation of matter and energy, the same has got to apply to this. The orbital energy's got to be stored somewhere. The shadowed towers and folded dimensions. Could that be where the disappearing orbital energy is going? It's all about the gospel and its magical energy disappearance effects. Got it. How many refresh jellies did we have now? It's like the best healing item at the moment in terms of, like, you know, KO, revival, and in general. Like, at 5,000, that's a good deal. We got 8 of them. Okay. Could make some shelffuls, I guess. Maybe I'll remember to do that next time.
Ah, everyone. Heading for the tower?
Yes, once we're done preparing. Taking a break, Zin?
To be honest, I would like to take a chance to rest, perhaps meditate. But now is not really the time. If you call, I'll be ready.
You don't need to push yourself. After all, you took down Walter. You can afford to rest. Yes, don't strain yourself too much.
Thanks for the thought. You don't need to hold back for my sake, though. Just say the word.
Nice guy, but yeah, we'll let him have a break here after that big throwdown. Yeah, right.
Salute!
Almost feels like the hand of the society can reach across the whole kingdom. Reminds me of how things felt during the coup. What is up with groups plotting awful stuff like this springing up like weeds these days? Guess it's as good as mine, sir. Alrighty, now here's where things get interesting. Oh, we got weapons for sale. Okay. Probably nothing we actually want, though. I was gonna do, like, some... Doesn't this guy also provide... Am I wrong in remembering? Doesn't this guy also provide, some, like... We could get Strega G's for Sherazard, but, like, I'm kind of counting that we're gonna get something... I could actually almost check for hand-me-downs right now. I'm kind of counting that we're going to get better shoes in the dungeon, so I don't think we're in any hurry here. I think I can save the money on that one. Anyway, I was going to, like... Oh, there we go. Here's where the quartzes show up. No chance of the slot 3 quartzes being unlocked here. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Some of the really juicy ones don't appear to be here either, unfortunately. Like that Ingenuity one that we saw on Agate that gives you EP as you walk around. That'd be so cool if we could buy those for everybody, but you know. But the slot, that's what we're here for. So get some rank 3 slots for everybody. Ooh, when I say everybody though, it's more like one guy because our blue slot sitch is bad. Ooh. Don't know what happened there. I was gonna say I could open this one because then, you know, this one only costs marginally more, and it's like a neutral slot. But this one can only take green ones. We're probably gonna get. Well, actually, never mind. They don't match the towers. I just realized. Hold on. I just realized. We got the Sapphire Gem, which is a blue color, in Carnelia Tower, which was a red tower. So we should not rely on the gem colors matching the towers. I was operating this whole time in that false belief. I don't know why I did that. Wow. Alrighty then. I wonder if there's anything we could put that's fire element here, so we could... But I think we lose Forte then, so I think I gotta keep the green there, just for that sake. Oh well. Yeah, well, fortunate. I would have really liked to also get one for Agate there, a slot open, but oh well. Oh, hi, Estelle! Hey, Tita! How's the professor's research going?
Oh, even Grandpa's having a hard time with those barriers. He keeps saying he just doesn't understand the principle behind them.
Oh, I see.
The barriers most likely have something to do with the mission the Enforcers have been given. I doubt a solution to breaching them will be straightforward.
Well, there's little point in sitting here moping around about it. We can leave studying it to the professor while we enter the towers the old-fashioned way. What we find in the towers might lead to some hints to help his research. Yeah, and there's the data crystals, too.
You're right. Let's focus on investigating the towers for now, the old-fashioned way.
That Tita did not contribute very much to that conversation, unfortunately. Oh well.
Ah, you found a new data crystal, did you? Let's get it set into Capelle and start the auto-analysis program.
Thanks! Still handed over all the data crystals they found. Ooh, I wonder if we'll unlock something if we're very studious and get all of the data crystals. That'd be cool. Salute! Would really appreciate if we got like some cool reward for that effort.
Man, climbing that shadow tower like it's nothing at all. Adios. I don't know if what I'm feeling is fear or a crush. Well, it helps keeps us guys on our toes, I guess. Right, Joshua?
Leave me out of this, please. Okay, that was a weird conversation. Kevin is a weird bean sometimes, so all good. I guess we're going down. That's always tightly closed. I don't know why I check it every time. You guys are really working it. Keep it up. Time to attack the Sapphirl Tower, I bet. Right then. Just jump on the plate and you'll be off.
I'm going down, 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 down.
And if you know what song that is, big props to you. You have excellent taste in music, then. Or maybe you hate that song. That's fine. At least you know what that song was. Oh! There's like monsters to fight here if we were so interested. I guess we started on the long road, because this is the same area as usual for Sapphirl Tower, so they just give you the regular monsters that show up here. That's kind of fun. The Sapphirl Tower. Wonder where we'll get punted off to this time. There's no real way to know until we go in. Unlike the normal towers, the shadow towers don't seem restricted by conventional spatial definitions. They could be large inside.
Limited only by how crazy the builders are, huh? Tch, creepy thing to think about.
Regardless, we have to go in one way or another. Come on, let's proceed carefully and deliberately. Alright, let's rock. Nothing to it, here we go! Whoa! Sapphirl Tower, I seem to recall not being very bad for the regular version, but who knows what to expect as we once again descend into another dimension. With a nice blue color scheme to match the towers. I do like that effect. And blue robots. Although they seem to operate the exact same way. Like there's no big switches up on that front. Alright, we can get rid of one guy. Like so. Oops, that's the guy who was about to act. So he gets... That's not a big heal, no worries. Damn! Nice job, Joshua. Alright, and now I get... Not quite, but that's sturdy, that's sturdy. Oh, beautiful. Everybody contributed in beating up those robots.
Seems you came up short.
Nice, immediate quick level up there for our boy.
Final break 2!
It's like how Final Fantasy is up to number 16. I think the word is losing a little bit of its meaning there, guys. Surprise! It's one of these spellcasty ones. May self-destruct. Pretty sure it always does. Wow, absolute immunity to blue element, by the way. Interesting to note. Fire element is decent against it. Well, let's just close in for now. Guy started from really far away. It's just a 1, so we'll just wail on it for a bit. I think with this preemptive attack we'll get it killed before it can act. Yep. Sure looking that way. Kapow! Look out! Ooh, that's everybody beaten up. Okay.
Seems you came up short.
So we don't have we don't have Tita and her fantastic AoE heal. Or even, Olivier and his... alright AoE heal. So we do need to remember to cast spells to top ourselves off. We can't pull any groovy tricks. It's the wrong one. Oh wow, okay, hold on. Where'd this guy get this sturdy, huh? Alright, no worries. Let's get that center. It'll probably take out that drone as well. Yeah, baby! Can we reach? Yes, we can! Perfect. Wow, with that strength boost. Nice job. Oh, and I gave the absorb one to her, so now she's getting little HP boosts beating up enemies. Very good. Yeah, I can't say when there's much for me to comment all that much here in Sapphirl Tower on the layout. Like this show is familiar now. It's reminding me a little bit of like, reminding me a little bit now of how
Not done yet.
the ruins underneath Gransel Castle went, because they just kind of went on, and they had all these enemies again and again. I do like, I suppose, the aesthetics here are a little bit more interesting just because of changing colors at least, and nice little spacey effects. But yeah, like, they kind of played their hand in the first two areas, first two towers, you know. This one's looking deceptively straightforward so far, but let's not let that cloud us. We'll see how this goes in the end. Ay. Okay, same strat as before. Although I'm gonna try and drop a heal somewhere in this fight. There we go. Since we're starting to be a little bit beat up here, you can see Agate is a little... Oh, and now he's very much ouchies. Okay. Now, let's see. Can't reach that guy. Okay. I'm thinking we just move out of this guy's spell area since, for the minute, I don't really have anyone who can reach that guy with an impede. Oh, well, we have actually one guy who can reach it with an impede, so I guess we'll do that. Hoopla! Alrighty, La Tiara costs a lot, but it is big bang for a big buck, so... I have to consider that, of course. I don't know, should I be doing my dual... Since there's a couple enemies here, just like make sure they get removed. Ooh, that critical there as well. Help with the spell, nice. Just keep interrupting this guy. Well, yeah, let's do that. I gotta heal on everybody here as well. There we go. And here he goes again. And Joshua does not have any impeding moves. Instead, let's go take this guy out. Nice. Before he can act. Meanwhile, Estelle, once again bullying this guy. This feels kinda mean. Whoa! True Heartbreak. It's upgraded to an AoE. I missed that when we got that upgrade. Like, I should pay attention to, like, what these upgrades do. That's interesting. And this guy's... Actually, this guy... That was 99 health. Never mind. That's also really good damage. Wow. Gotta remember to use that, then.
We're good to go.
That's, like, kind of better than Hurricane in a way, honestly. Another level up for our boy. Well, he's catching up, you know. He was a little bit behind on level up, so very good. TRL Bomb. As you try to open the empty chest, you break part of the corner off. Hoping nobody notices, you put the piece down and briskly walk away. Oh, nice. Very much needed. What were you expecting to find here? Insulating tape. This chest is but an empty husk now. Do not mourn, for it is the fate of all things. Excuse me, trying to get to that chest over there. It should go down quick. Famous last words, Yeah, let's check this True Heartbreak. And it only costs... Wow, it only costs 20. I guess it's not a humongous area unlike True Hurricane, so... That's what'll do it. No, we gotta try to pile in. Pile in the scrum here a little bit, so... Let's just move in. Yikes, okay. Close in on that guy, then. Nice, nice, nice. Well, now he's basically dead, so there you go. 911. Too late. Call 911 now! The Beavis and Butthead episode where they watch the Skrillex music video. What is it? Equinox, I think, is where that happens. That's like Beavis and Butthead at their weirdly smartest, because they're like... You're the guy on the phone, why aren't you calling 911 yourself? Because, like, the person screams call 911 into the phone in that video. Like, yeah, that is a good point. What the heck? Who calls someone else to call 911? Oh, I had already done damage to that guy. Whoopsie daisy. That's a bit of a waste. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Just walk on right out of here. Ugh. But I don't think they were thinking all that much when they made that music video for.
Oh, are we done?
It was just supposed to be like a cool little drop in the middle of a dubstep song, so yeah.